10 clones were never meant to be conscious, used as a resource for some unknown entity. They were on a cargo ship, transporting clones from one planet to another, the same way orbital traders work. However, this cargo ship was attacked, and these 10 clones landed on the Rimworld and became aware for the first time. They start with no passions, no skills, no traits, no research. Their ideology is plain as can be. I've installed mods that allow them to gain and lose passions, skills, and traits. They wouldn't know what is important to research, so it's random. Significant events will happen, and we will change our Ideoligion as the story progresses. It might also change for us. Every playthrough is unique, even if your clones aren't. Hey, not bad cat here. I'm learning done is better than perfect because if I try to edit this video too much, I'll never upload it. So we're not going fancy. That can come later. Posting this as it is means I can only go up from here. But a little about me, since this is my first video. I picked up Rimworld in December, and I've sunk many hundreds of hours in it already, but I also haven't gotten very far in any of my playthroughs. Usually it's I either lose interest, I find new mods that I want to play with, my colony dies because my wealth outstripped my defenses. So don't expect me to play perfectly. This channel is called Not Bad Cat. It's not excellent cat, even good cat. Not bad cat. That's what we can hope for. That it's not bad. These playthroughs I want to be as part of a bigger goal for the channel, which is going to be talking about mods. I want to compare and explain and discover mods for Rimworld and also bring you along with me. Plus, have fun, of course. So this playthrough is named The Clones. I'm going to see about setting up a scenario and mod pack for you to play along, but it still needs some work. I'd like to fine-tune it first and determine what is essential, because you don't need every one of my mods, just the key few, because you're gonna have your essential mods that are different from mine. Why do you need all of them? You just need the core ones. But in the meantime, I have a link to my full mod list in my description. But there are quite a few mods I've never used before, and I'm gonna be learning the hard way how they work. So I won't play optimally, I can tell you that much. You can suggest things for me in the comments, but I might not do it because I'm gonna play how I want to play. I don't have hours of pre-recorded footage waiting in backlog, so your comments will have an effect in a few episodes. And of course now this is where I'm supposed to do the obligatory like, comment, and subscribe, follow, etc. You know the drill. Now let's get into the game. Okay. Because otherwise those little arrows will always just be there for geysers, which is why a lot of times I would just turn the arrows off, but I wanted to find them a little bit more easily. Wow, we've got some good sections here just with the ruins. It's unfortunate that that's way out here. I would really love to be able to move it. But I'm just kind of taking a look here. And we can see that this is compacted steel, and then we can see some yellow along here. That's going to be your compacted machinery. And here's some blue here, that's silver. And that is part of a mod for color blindness. And just so it's easier to see these things. Because why not make it easier? Well, we started out right here. Middle is right around here. So I guess the question is, where do I even want to... Ancient Nav Beacon, this would be an interesting spot for that. Like, I feel like this would be a good spot to kind of start ourselves. Because it's pretty nestled away, but it's still central. Or we can just go right here. And then kind of build in. I think maybe we'll start doing that a little bit later on. So what we're going to do here is do some quick setup. I think what I need to do is go to options, mod settings. Which one is that? Work tab. Work tab, work tab, work tab, I think is all the way down at the bottom. Or can I edit it here? No, that is part of the options. I just gotta find it. Options, on settings. There it is. I missed it. Those are priority. 5. So everybody all right. Okay, gotta put these all up. Oop. And these all up. These go up. Go there. Put that down. We're gonna put this down, that down, that down. Quarry go down. Fishing go down, writing go down. I'm gonna make this tailoring chemistry. So why I'm doing this is I want to keep the ones that I'm not using right now. Like art can go down. That way it's less I have to kind of keep track of. And it's cleaner, as opposed to a bunch of numbers everywhere. But once we get things to start doing tailoring, we will go ahead and do that. Anyways, so we're set up there. Our schedule, we're going to go ahead and do... Here's how I want them to do, and recreation goes here. And once it's past 8, and they start working, we'll go ahead and put meditate there. So copy. I guess I gotta click all of these. Okay. Got my numbers here. So what we can see here is they don't have any skills. They have no passions. They are clones. They have never been conscious before, so additionally... Oop, that's hospitality. This one. So additionally, they have no starting research. So we're going to have to... See, basic furniture is down there. We are going to have to go through all of that. And I opted a previous time I tried to do this, I had opted for going from very basic with early times the mod. And I've decided I didn't want to do that. I want to get further along in the tech tree because I haven't gotten into spacer stuff yet. I haven't played that long. Or rather, my colonies never lasted that long. So that's what we're going to end up doing. Here we have to figure out what are we going to research? I'm doing this random research just because it adds a little bit of fun rather than just going for everything that I need right away. So, do we want to do tree sowing? I don't think that's necessary, and it's 1,000. Food condiments is not going to be necessary. So let's go beer brewing. Why not? Alright. So we have no weapons. None at all. We spawned in with nothing. And our planet here, it's not too bad. We're a little bit shy on deserts, though. Here's a desert here. I mean, there's a cold desert. I don't really have a hot desert. This is still arid shrubland. I guess here's the desert where it would be, 50 out of 60. So, we have cooler deserts. It's a bit rainy around here. We got quite the tundra up here. But otherwise, I like that I do, we have less arid shrubland. Here's all of our rainforests and swamps. So I'm okay with that. A lot of times my maps will just show up as gigantic deserts. I'm like, I don't want all this. Oh, and that's tundra over there. All right. So go ahead and get out of there. Our factions here. We have started at default, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 permanently hostile. Plus the mechanoids. So we have quite a few that are completely hostile. Maybe eventually we can just destroy this Janium Kingdom and the Aslo Nation. What do we have? The Aslo Nation, Saga Confederacy, the Legua Tribe, Janium Kingdom, the Empire of Hadlor, Esmeni Empire, and Thyforna, and Hedos. And ours is just the plain old Shattered Empire. Not very creative. But that's okay. For example, our ideology. We are just collectivist. So we have nothing here. Because, obviously, these people have not existed, so they don't really have any of this stuff. So, let's do have some Rimworld here. Gonna be, typical. Alright, so we are gonna kind of set ourselves up right here. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a stockpile zone. And a dumping stockpile zone. Just keep it like that for now. And go in here. I'm going to load my dumping stockpile. And load in my starting stockpile. And these should be allowed. Yeah, all of this should be allowed. So I'm going to have to kind of go through and figure out what I'm trying to do here. So just because of all of the mods and the updates, so we're going to put this at low. Things, if I wanted them to go into the dumping stockpile, that means they'll put it there. So every once in a while I'm going to have to check and see if some things, like wood, we don't want in here. I want it out there. So I'm going to go ahead and save these settings to my starting stockpile here. That's going to just be a thing in progress. Here, I'm gonna have them herbal medicine right now. And I want each of them to carry 1. Manage drug policies, load is new. Get our starter social drugs. So if frequency is safe, so they don't get addicted, and then depending on their mood, how that's feeling. And then, of course, their recreation as well. So let's go ahead and put them on starter social drugs. And then manage my outfits here. Let's go ahead and get that in. Unfortunately, this doesn't always go in. There we go. And go ahead and tell them, no tainted tattered. Here also, I want you guys to attack. Got 2 that can't. And then food restrictions. Load is new. Starter foods. So this is where I say, hey, I only want you to eat, meals that I make. But I'm gonna load this up. I'm not gonna put them on it though. Just because right now, we need to find food. Alright, got that all set up. How is our growing areas? Not great. So we've got right there. And right here. So we'll go ahead and just put our little growing zone in here. We'll just do this. Ah, shoot. I always do that. Wait, expand the zone. Okay, and here we are going to plant some rice. Okay, and turn that off. That's going to get started. And let's see here, structures. Okay, so we can still make walls. I have no usable materials. Never mind, we can't plan that out. I can't plan any of this out, really. So we're definitely going to have to get started on that. We need to go grab some wood. So harvest fully grown. And anything there. Anything here. Anything here. Go ahead and get that started right away. Let's go ahead and take a look at our wildlife. What do we have here? Bunch of arrow fleets, 2 alpacas. I want minimum handling skill. Oh. Oh, hang on. There we go. So we are going to want to tame these donkeys. Unfortunately, they're both male, but we have 0 animal skill. We can only tame these donkeys. Let's see, is there anything else we need to do before getting started? But, yes, so Tau and Pi were vat-grown assassins, that's their background. Psi and Sigma are the vat-grown medics. Epsilon and Iota are the vat-grown scientists. Zeta and Rho are the vat-grown slave girl, boy. And the Theta and Gamma are the vat-grown soldiers. They each are male and female. And then these two, their same background. So they are brother and sister. 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 So obviously, since they were clones, everything has to be average. So they have the average body. And what I ended up doing is I used a random dice roller to determine what their skin color was, what their hair color was, what kind of face shape they had, just to kind of get some randomness rather than having them as, everybody looks exactly the same. They all started out, shaped. So we're gonna see, they're eventually gonna probably decide what style they want. That's what this is about. They're gonna decide what are they interested in, you know, aside from their background traits, and they're 19. Everybody's 19. So that way they didn't have an adulthood background as well. But they're gonna choose their traits. They're gonna choose their passions. They're gonna transform their ideology. And sometimes we'll go in, like here, if a significant event happens, or it seems to suit, we will go ahead and adjust this as play. But anyways, we're gonna have to go bring this down here, down to 10. Oop. There. Go to my, this is what I use it for. I rarely, I'll use it sometimes for mood or temperature a little bit. This is moody. It's just to kind of see, but primarily it's so I know what they're all doing. I'm gonna go ahead and pause for a moment. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and let them get started. So each of them are going to start working on, because every one of them can plant. Well, 2 can't. Pi and Tau. So the 2 at the top here. They need to find something to do. So I'm going to go ahead and say plant cut is more important. That way I can give these guys something to do. Well, who? Anybody? Okay. Oh, they are good at constructing. Great. So I need... Have we chopped down a tree yet? Probably not. They're cleaning. That's right. Let's go ahead and build roof. Thank you. Now, can I? Okay, nobody's dropped anything yet, which means I'm just gonna have them kind of deconstruct these. Like, I'll go ahead and just claim, I guess. Just claim this lot. And then let's also go ahead and just deconstruct. Like, there's nothing we can use with any of them. So that's going to give them something to do. I wish some of this junk gave you something, but I guess it's technically been all rusted. And the unfortunate thing is, if they vomit, they have to start over, which is what I think they've had to do. But they all have 0, so yeah, that's it's gonna take a while for them to see. Here we go. So we just have to hope that they can do something. Just taking care of that. All right, these 2. If we've not dropped a tree yet, we have not dropped a tree yet. Well, this also, pipeline section, huh? I have to attack it to destroy it? Okay. Come here. Okay, let them go get over here. All right. Can I not? I guess this is what I'm gonna do. I think I actually have to go here, melee. There we go. It's gonna take a while. But does... Oh, it doesn't increase their melee at all. I think everybody has vomited. I gave all of them to have, cryosleep sickness. Couldn't think of it for a moment. So, yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. They've gone ahead and done that. I guess you two come on over here. Come punch this thing. Does this... And then let's go ahead and claim what we can. And then deconstruct what I can. Oh, so that doesn't need to be punched. This needs to be punched. Okay. Everyone is trying. See? Yep, there we go. That's why they haven't done anything. But it is all training. They will get faster. Very slowly, because they have no passions. When they level up in anything, they have a chance to have that become a minor passion. Come on, Sai, you can do it. I really hate that, like, rocks will have a durability, but trees, you know, you take a moment and all of a sudden you gotta chop the whole tree down again. Magically regenerates. There we go, we got something. Okay, and then that means... Like, we're not gonna have enough for that. Especially not when we put this door on. But that's where, let me go ahead and put my sleeping spots in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. So those two are gonna keep going at it. It's got 2,000. But it's keeping them occupied, I guess. Well, actually, we now have some wood. So we can go start that at least. But hopefully we are seems like everybody seems to have gotten over it now. Yep, so now we should be good. So they're gonna kind of start hauling things. With luck, we will go ahead and have a... Yeah, we're gonna have a closed room by tonight. Unless, that's right, we're probably gonna botch a lot of things. Because... Two. And two. We're still gonna fail quite a lot here. So that's rather unfortunate. But hey, they've gotta learn how to do something. But what this allows is that each of my characters, they're gonna be unique. If you go ahead and do this scenario as well, then yours is could end up radically different based on what what skills, what passions they do. Who falls in love with whom? What traits do they decide to have? Then, of course, all the usual variations. But that's what is going to make this very interesting. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look here for 0.45, 29, 13. I'm looking at animals. 10, 62, 21, 54, 76, 14, and 54. So I had you are closest for animals, so I'm going at taming here. So I want Row to tame, because I need him to get to level 1. And I'm gonna just, he's the only one that's gonna do it right now. Because I need to get him to level 1, that way we can start, you know, we have the alpacas. We can go grab alpacas. And then the others can interact and, you know, harvest from the alpacas. And get animal handling that way. My goal is to have all of this. Come on, get it all roofed. And what else are we gonna do? What else? What do we have here? Production. We're gonna need to, well, actually, temperature. We are gonna need a campfire. Do I want it in here? It might make this place too hot, but it will fill the place with light. We do have a decent amount of wood right now, so we can start building some things up. What I'm gonna do here then, we will have to find some steel. In order to make some things. Yeah, like that bedroll here. Here we go. Quick, simple me, quick, simple me. Actually, hang on. Load bills. Starter. There we go. And so I do have a mod called Ogre Stack, which will allow me to stack things up higher than the normal 75. I opted for that one instead of doing like storage. Level 1 in plants. Just because that is easier. Now, one thing, let's row here. You used to be able to tame the animal using plant scraps, but I think the 1.3 update kind of changed things that this has not yet, you know, been able to be used as, you know, feeding them. So I'm hoping that's going to get fixed soon because, yeah, that's one of the really great things about fertile fields is you get plant scraps, which you can use for kibble. You can use it to train, to tame. And that's one of the really nice things that I really miss when I try to go without it. So it's rather unfortunate that that's how it works. So everybody's gonna be chopping some trees. That's the important thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and use some Flora tab here to go and find food because we have lots of people here. Actually, rather than do this, because these could be all over. Oh, yeah, we'll do that one. What about this one? I'm gonna go ahead and orders, harvest fully grown, and shift only plants. So I'm hoping these are food. Because at least we can make meals. And again, let's take a look here. We've got the cougars and a lynx, but otherwise we don't really have a lot of predators here. And predators means we will, that's not good. Predators means we don't have to worry about, you know, killing things. We could, that's probably what we're gonna have to do. Can we do butchering? Do we have that? Production. We do have a butchering table. So we're gonna go ahead and get that built. And we do have the fueled stove, which requires steel, which we don't have, but we have that. So I need that to happen, and then maybe I will have everybody just go, and we need to find something with a lot of meat on its bones. Not the boomalopes, the donkeys, not the cougars. We want the alpacas, the ibex. I guess the ibex is what we're gonna go after for their meat. What I do also need to do for these guys is I need all of them to be armed. Right, now that they're all, nope, not the right one. This one. Meditate. Copy. Paste, paste, paste. That's gonna give them some time in the morning to do their meditations. And right now we're just gonna this is kind of how I like to do it. I do this around the tree. Unfortunately, the tree's really far away. But meditation focus, they can all kind of focus on the fire. So they're also gonna relax socially. That's what they can do. Got others kind of all stuck on trees. But decent amount of wood to get us started. Alright, wooden butcher table. Do I have default butchery? There we go. And so this make 5 raw compost is just out of plant scraps. I'm gonna go ahead and suspend that right now because we can use those to make kibble. I'm gonna put this above details. We want to do until X. And I want to have 100. Pause when you are at 25. And do not allow rotten. Do not allow meals. The raw food, I don't want you to do vegetarian or animal products, just meat right now. That's what we're gonna have the most of. And the unfortunate thing is, actually, I'm gonna change this to 25. Just so they don't make a ton of it at the expense of not feeding themselves. So I've got heat stroke on Epsilon here. Unfortunately, it's gonna be really warm in there. And we've got 2 that are starving. We're gonna see what the night brings. with the cougars. And then otherwise we'll go ahead and go take out some ibex. So they're all gonna be kind of unhappy by so many people disturbing their sleep. It's really, like, look at that. That was just like disturbed sleep times 4. Now it's gonna be times 5. Or can we, or is that the max? Yeah, it slept in the heat. So this is too warm. But since we do have a ton of wood, I'm gonna go ahead and make them some bedrooms out of wood right away. Yes, it's made out of wood, but, you know, I want them to, you know, be a little happy. That way we can stop having so much complaining. Where do I kind of want to make this? Let's just, put it right up here, yeah. I'm not gonna do it right against the walls there, so let's see here. How much area do we need? I mean, that's what? That's 15? I guess I'm gonna try that and then figure out how happy they are with that. Unfortunately, they're also going to try to go wash. But now I can make some latrines here. So let's go ahead and put that there. And a stall door. I'm gonna put another one right here with a stall door. Primitive well. We're gonna put that right there. So a wash tub here, and a wash tub here, and a wash tub here. There's a raccoon. It might have been eaten completely. Alright. So let's take a look in here and build a copy. It's average sized. Good enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give them a 2 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is just the very basics here. Because I just want to have them be happier and not have disturbed sleep all the time. Plus, this means that, oops, forgot that spot, forgot that entire side. And it's also going to train them up in construction. Build copy, build copy, build copy, build copy, build copy. And I should give them a hallway here. Do I have to? I could just roof it. I think that's what I would rather do. Which I'm going to leave that until these rooms are done. I will roof it once they are done, because otherwise they'll freak out about making sure they're getting Okay, consuming bearberries and apples, so they're gonna go out and get some food. But they'll get all freaked out and say, I need to do the roofing every single time one wall is put up. So I'd rather them get all of the walls done. Alright, so they've gone ahead and they're done with plant cutting. I guess I do want plant cutting to be above... Oh. All of that. So, there we go. It's gonna be quite a mess for a while, but what I really like and why I chose 10 is just so you can actually get things going quicker. So that's the thing I always struggled with, you know, the colonist start is you just don't get enough people. So they're gonna kind of go over there. Is that because we ran out of wood? We ran out of wood because all these doors is a bunch. Okay, well, let's go ahead and harvest trees. I mean, yes, I guess I probably should prioritize growing over plant cutting. At least they'll get it done quickly. So let's go ahead and delete each of these. Alright. And that way they're not going to complain about having... Ooh, we're chopping something up. We're making some food. We're making meals. We're going to eat the raw meat. Yep, we're going to eat the raw meat. That's rather unfortunate. Come on. Sigma's going to take the one. I need someone to finish this. Sigma, construct the wall. There. His head is covered. So at least if it rains, his head is covered. We got a minor... Nope, no minor break risk. But now they're gonna be happy. Major break risk on Iota. Why do we have 0 recreation? Like, why aren't you taking care of yourself? That's already clogged. Earthquake. Nothing there. But yeah, definitely the food issue is pretty big early on. They're always on the brink of starving. And getting angry with that. But what you just have to do is orders and just keep going for the plants. It's unfortunate that we're not having a lot of luck with plants here. So in the morning, let's let this go. We're gonna have everybody go kill some things. Those ibex are still here. What is this? have not yet been configured yet. It will go away when the settings menu is first accessed. I think simple sidearms changed some things. So I want you to equip. Oh, they can only do it one at a time. All right, well. Okay, Tau, I need Pi to equip gathering wood. And Psi, I want you to equip. It's clogged. Pi is done. Sigma, I need you to equip. Epsilon, where are you? You're over there. I need you to equip. And Iota. Equip here. Zeta. Well, you're done with that. You're incapable of violence. Theta. I'll just give it a moment. Okay, Theta. Tau is also going after it. Tau, what are you doing? You're gathering wood. So, no, equip this. Then I have Gamma. Gamma's over here. When you're done with that, you need to equip wood. And Cougar. It's healthy. So for some reason, that mod is not quite working. So let's go ahead and simple sidearms. Show settings. Basic setup. Attempt to use them in appropriate situations. Regular people trying to survive. What about this one? Let's go with advanced. I guess I'm just gonna... Huh, interesting. Use best range. Tool use auto switch, but use best melee. Auto switch. Only on attacks from target. Okay. Limits. So this says, here's what you can equip and what you can't equip, I guess. And sidearms. Oh, this is for enemies, if they're likely to have it. And default weapon mode. Oh, interesting. Weapon fumble. Interesting. Re-equip dropped weapons. Oh. Re-equip best available. Once out of immediate danger. I already have a mod that does that sort of thing, but I'd get angry at it because when someone is, you know, they get injured and then they go in the hospital bed and they, for some reason, rather than saying, hey, when you're fully healed, go and get your weapon, they get it as soon as they are capable of walking. Even if that's when they're still being tended to. What was I looking for? Weapons. Show draftees weapons. Show when not drafted, show when traveling. So something is kind of weirded out with show draftees, or maybe it's an interaction, that we're not seeing that. Like, even if we... You know, let's go Zeta here. Oh, she doesn't even have a weapon. Here, Psi. Like, it doesn't show her weapon here. So that's rather unfortunate. I have one colonist idle. So I want to... Oh, that's I haven't really played with this yet. Everyone here and here. We're gonna go kill some things. And where are these ibex? Here's the llamas, or the alpacas. Here are my ibex. 2 of them are there. Here's the bobcat. There's probably like a squirrel. That's those. Yeah, so definitely not good pickings here. Here's the other ibex. So I guess we're just gonna kind of just go kill a bunch of things. Let's go down over here. And I want all of you go kick that ibex. Or hit it. Here they come. Oh boy. Okay, good job, everyone. That one. Okay. How about this one? Okay. How about this one? Oop. Incapable. Good job, everybody. We annihilated everything. Okay. One's gonna haul the ibex. We got 3 that were injured very minorly. So you're gonna haul that. You finish that off. You haul. You here it is. Finish off the squirrel. And you're gonna haul the squirrel. Hauling ibex still, hauling hedgehog. And then we have Sigma here. He's getting ready. Ooh, good job. And what I am gonna do now is, because they're gonna do this, on lavish, you are not allowed to eat raw meat. Or corpses. There. Now they will behave a little bit more. That's it for this episode of The Clones. Subscribe to see the next episode, comment on how badly I'm playing, interact with me on social media. Hey, let me know what you'd like to see from me next. Maybe for the next playthrough. Maybe a comparison or explainer for mods. But stick around for a while for the next episode of The Clones. Here's a preview. Battle animals wander in. Thunder beasts. Wait, they're mine. Uh-oh. This is gonna be a little awkward. We're gonna go kill. We're going killing. Come here. Use your wood.